Everybody, and welcome back to part 3 of my Making Deep House Music 2015 tutorial series. Sorry for the delay, but I'm mega busy with the label East Recordings, which is going really well. But a quick playback of where we're at with the track. Okay, if you recall, we took an original track which had to be one of mine because I didn't want to breach YouTube copyright law, and we derived the MIDI for the bass line using the audio to MIDI function in Logic. And yeah, I'll play you the bass line quickly from the original track. And then we built a track up around that. Okay, what I'm going to do is two things. One, I'm going to release the Logic project that we're working in, so you can take that and use it as you wish. And two, I'm going to release the audio parts from the original track so you can remix it. Initially, I was planning to do a remix competition, but I think a better way to do it would be I'll provide the download link to the parts and then you can remix it yourselves. And if you've got a really good remix going, hit me up on info@eastrecordings.com, and then yeah, we may release the track. Now, the way to get the download links is to sign up to our newsletter, not the YouTube channel. So you need to go to eastrecordings.com, and at the very bottom you'll find the link to sign up to our newsletter, and you'll get a newsletter every other month. And at the beginning of September and October, we'll release the links to the Logic project and the audio parts for the remix. And then probably again then in October. Okay, so not the YouTube channel. Happy for you to subscribe to that, but you need to subscribe to the label via the website. Okay, back to the track. I thought we could add a bit of percussion, maybe a rim shot. So I'm going to open up an 808 drum kit. Where I should find the rim shot on, I think, D flat. Yeah, there we go. And then I'm going to use the note repeat function in the latest version of Logic to play in a pattern. The note repeat function is like you would find on Machine or other drum kits. So you hold down the note and it'll play back at that given rate. And you can change the rate around accordingly. Okay, I'm going to record a pattern in. Okay, that clearly didn't work. I think the note repeat turned off. Try that again. Cool, and I'm going to find the part that I like. You need to hear it in the track though. Okay, I like the beginning and I like the end. We check that we're recording. Yeah, we're recording. Back to the project. Now, yeah, the velocities are a little bit out. I need to change them. vary the pattern velocity-wise a little bit here and there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And I'm going to marry the beginning with the end using the loop function, region loop. You grab the top right hand corner of the region, you pull it out, and then use the convert loops to regions function, and then glue the two together. And now we've got a variation at the end. Add that to my drum bus. EQ out a little bit of the low end. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of 2K for it to cut through the mix. And then add a little bit of room reverb. Too much, go back. Maybe a little bit of modulation via flanger. I'm going to find a rate that I like and then pull the mix back down to low. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Okay. I'll put a little crash in at the end. And I'm going to find one in my sample library. If you watch part 1 and 2 already, you'll know that I use a program called Audio Finder to store my samples and to find them really quickly. I'm going to drag a random crash out from there and pull it into the project. Take the volume down a bit. Yeah, put that to my drum bus. Add a little bit of room and a little bit of pull too. Roll off the low end and a tiny bit of the very high end. Name it up properly. Okay, I think I've added too much pull there. I'm going to pull that back down a bit. Happy with that. Now I thought maybe a piano, like a kind of dubbed piano stab. So I'm going to open up the X24 again, and I'm going to go to the factory bank and pull out a patch. And they're at the top, I think. Yeah, Steinway piano. I like that one. I'm going to add in before it, though, a MIDI effect. And I'm going to put in the chord device and get it to play a minor triad. So if I hold down one note, which will probably be the E flat, then that'll play a chord for me. But I'm going to put a delay on it, and I'm going to try a few delays and find out one that I like, and obviously an EQ, which I'll come back to in a moment. Okay, I like that. I'm going to try out a few different types of delays. I think I'll go for a dotted delay though. Yeah, I like that one. I'm gonna record that in quickly. Put that on the beat though, actually. Name it up properly. And I'm going to add a few more repeats to the delay. Roll off a little bit of the bottom and a bit of the top. More delay time, not delay time, repeats, feedback. Now I'm going to widen that out a little bit using Logic's stereo spread plugin, but you've got to be really careful with this because we can throw it out of phase really easily. So I'm going to only widen the top part of it, and I'm going to quickly check the imaging. It sounds to me like it is out of phase, which you can tell by looking at the goniometer in the multimeter. So I'm going to lower the order of magnitude down, and to put it back in phase I'm going to flip the phase in the gain utility by clicking on either the left or right channel for phase invert, and there we are, it's back in phase now, which you can tell by looking at the bottom of the goniometer. That area there, it should be to the right in the blue area. Again, a little bit of reverb, a bit of room on everything. In relation to reverb, I like to route everything to the room, reverb, and also most parts get a little bit of hall and plate. But also I like to, on occasional individual parts, put their own reverb. So you get that kind of combination of a gelling effect by having most parts routed to all your sound reverbs, but then having occasionally individual reverbs for specific instruments. You get a kind of good combo of a glue effect and then having certain parts stand out on their own. And I'm going to put the pre-delay time in to be tempo synced, which should be about 30.5, I think, for 124 BPM. I'm going to roll off a bit of the top energy from the reverb. Yeah, I think I need to look at the echo. The color control acts as either a low pass or high pass filter, depending which direction you pull it in. And if you have it round the middle or a little bit to the right, then you'll get some high-end frequency coming through, but a lot of it will be rolled off. Yeah, I like that. Now I'm going to quickly look at my drum bus again, and I think I'm going to add a bit of distortion to that to give it a bit more beef. I'm going to add in the overdrive plugin. And what you need to do is you've got to gain match the drive versus the output. So the drive will add gain, and whatever you're adding, then you need to remove an equivalent amount from the output channel. And then play with the tone to get a nice sort of effect. I'm going to hit around 10k here. If you have it down below that, it'll be a bit muffled. A-B them without, with. I'm going to take that clap down a tiny bit. Put the crash, I think, at the beginning of the bar. Yeah, I like that. Now, obviously you wouldn't have everything playing all the time. It would be too much. Cool. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm going to leave it there. Yeah. Quick reminder again, if you want to get the parts to the Logic project and the audio parts of the remix, you need to go to the eastrecordings.com website. And a quick bit of promotion before I finish up. If you go to our SoundCloud page, we've got a really big release coming up by me called Glide Over Here, which will be out on the 15th of September. And we've got some really big name remixes on board, including Julius Papp, who's one of the big kind of legendary names in house music. So yeah, thank you very much. And I'll probably do another tutorial series later in the year. Okay, bye.